It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is one of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Dolphins and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, I know you're excited about this one. That's because it's shaping up to be a pass-heavy showcase for these QBs.
Kate, keep your eyes on the skies because that's where the offense and the fireworks are going to come from. We've heard from their teammates and coaches about the trust they have in these quarterbacks on the field to really steer these offenses. In a quarterback-driven league, that trust is essential to compete week in and week out, and we should have a good one today.
Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
A 400-plus yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. But it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, well, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, here's Tua. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Tua now from the gun. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now a toss play for Achane. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Achane takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Devon Achane with a touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
It's an option right that begins this drive. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 32. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Working from the gun, Watson. That's into the hands of Moore. Free inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Watson working in the pistol. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB... The air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape. It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Able to get it to Moore. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And that touchdown on their opening drive, more of what we've come to expect from him this season. You can see he's one of the league's best at finding the end zone thus far. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Blitz coming, Tua. And he hauls in the interception. And he makes the Hets go. It's a touchdown. Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll send him over right. Achane, a first down carry. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 37. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They're now set for 1st and 10. Running left, here's Achane. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Running with Achane out of the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Not in the time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. 2nd down carry for Achane. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third down run from Achane. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers with a long ways to go for a score. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Back to the well again. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. So 4th down on heads, Braden Mann for the punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Dolphins back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Miami. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Cardi now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. His return starts at the 5. His return makes it up to the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. His ball's caught by Pickens. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Watson on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Sticking to the air with Watson. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Watson. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Braden Mann on the punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He lofts it deep left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Running back sent in motion. Throwing on 3rd. Tagovailoa gets everything he has under this throw. He intercepts the pass. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The Steelers with some very good field positions. They get set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Moore's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. To throw, here's Watson. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And this will remain a 4-point game. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to what?
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd. First and 10. Here's Watson. Short pass brought in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he got it real close, but stopped just about. Shy of that first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Steelers set to punt it. Braden Mann will kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Dolphins returning their offense and this running back to the field. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A-chain on the inside give. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He lets a heater go deep. That's caught at the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins push their lead further to start the half. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively,
First down, here's Tua. Hits his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's got a man left. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So that brings up 4th and long. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Watson. Complete out to the right. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Second and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
that sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Watson to throw it. Yeah, and this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Watson. He connects downfield on 4th. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing is Watson. That one's complete, right side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 2nd and 3 now. From the 27. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And guys, man, that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. Sticking to the air with Watson. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
And this one does not go far. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. He'll throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Dolphins only up by a few. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Receiver in motion, headed right. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Legette's got it. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Here's Achane running right. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw it. He's on the move. The throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Handoff running left to A-Chain. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Pittsburgh.